S, skill. Now this is where most people get stuck without realizing it. They pick a skill based on what sounds impressive or trending instead of choosing something that actually solves a real problem in the market. And that one decision wastes months. So before you pick anything, run a simple filter. This alone can save you months. Ask yourself whether businesses are already paying to solve this problem, whether AI can help you do it faster or better than others, and whether you can learn it well enough in 30 days to show a real result. If a skill does not pass all three, it is not your starting point. Right now, there are a few skills that clearly meet these criteria. One of them is AI-assisted ads management. Almost every business running ads is spending money but does not fully understand what is working and what is not. That confusion is the opportunity. You position yourself as the person who brings clarity. You learn how campaigns work, and then you use AI to write ad copy, test different angles, and analyze performance data. To start, you can go to Meta Blueprint or Google Skillshop. Both are free, and you can get a basic understanding within a few weeks if you stay focused on one platform. The second skill is content repurposing. A lot of creators today are already putting out long-form content, but they do not have the time or systems to turn that into short-form videos. That is where you step in. You take their long videos, use tools like Opus Clip or Descript to find the strongest moment and convert them into reels or shorts. This is a very fast skill to learn because the demand is already there and the tools are simple. Within a couple of weeks, you can start producing real output. The third option is AI automation. Most small businesses repeat the same task every day without realizing how much time they are losing. Follow-ups, messages, onboarding, data entry, these are all patterns. You can use tools like Zapier or Make to automate these processes so they run without manual effort. Businesses value this because it directly saves time, and time is money for them. Once you pick your skill, do not overthink or wait to feel ready. Use AI immediately to create sample work, generate ideas, and even draft your first outreach messages. At this stage, your goal is not perfection. Your goal is simple and very specific. Get your first client. But even after this, most people still don't make money. And the reason is the next stage. See, client. This is the stage where most people hesitate, but it is actually very predictable if you follow a system. You are not looking for big companies or perfect clients. You are looking for businesses that clearly have a problem, have the ability to pay, and are small enough that you can directly reach the decision maker. In the current market, this usually includes coaches, small brands, real estate agents, gyms, clinics, and similar businesses. Now, the important part is matching your skill to the right type of client. If you are doing ads, you look for businesses already running ads but not getting results. Platforms like Facebook Ad Library make this very easy because you can see who is actively advertising. If you're doing automation, you target businesses that are growing but still managing everything manually, because that is where automation creates immediate value. The outreach process itself is simple but requires consistency. Every day, you identify around 10 potential clients. Then, instead of sending generic messages, you use AI to personalize your outreach. You point out a specific issue you noticed and explain how you can help. This makes a huge difference because it shows you are not just sending random messages. Now, the numbers are important to understand because they remove doubt. Not everyone will reply. Out of 50 messages, a few will respond. From those, a smaller number will get on a call, and from those calls, 1 or 2 will convert into clients. This is normal. So if you stay consistent for a few weeks, you will land your first client. Then your income starts building step by step. A few clients take you to your first serious monthly income, and that is when the next challenge appears. And once this starts working, a different problem shows up. A. Automate. At this stage, you are working a lot, but that does not mean you are growing. You are handling everything yourself, and your time starts becoming the limitation. You are writing reports, creating content, managing onboarding, and constantly following up. These tasks keep the business running, but they do not help it grow. So the focus now shifts to removing yourself from repetitive work. You start by listing everything you do in a typical week and then asking a simple question for each task, like, can this be done using AI or automation? In most cases, the answer is Yes. For example, instead of manually writing reports, you can use AI to turn raw data into a clear summary. Instead of creating content daily, you batch it once a week with the help of AI and schedule it. Instead of onboarding clients manually, you set up an automated system that handles communication and documentation as soon as someone signs up. This is where people see their first real jump. When you start doing this, you do not just save time, you create space to take on more work that actually increases your income. This is where people see a jump, not because they suddenly work harder, but because they stop spending time on low value tasks. But even this has a ceiling. L, leverage. Now you reach a stage where you have something most people never build, a working system that gets results. But if you're still selling your time directly, you will hit a ceiling. So the shift here is simple but powerful. You stop selling your time and start selling your system. Instead of working one-on-one with every client, you package what you have learned into a structured format. This could be a program where you teach others your process, or it could be a group model where multiple clients get access to your system at the same time. The key idea is that the same effort now generates more income. To decide which direction to take, look at your current clients. If they need guidance and understanding, a program works better. If they needed help implementing, a group model makes more sense. At the same time, your content starts playing a bigger role. You share your knowledge, your process, and your results. AI helps you structure and generate ideas, and your audience slowly builds. E, empire. This is what most people aim for but never reach. Now your role shifts from doing the work to managing the system. Your content follows a consistent structure, your processes are documented, and your operations run through clear workflows. You know you are ready for this stage when your income is stable, your processes are clear, and you find yourself repeating the same tasks again and again. Right now, most people are still at the stage of consuming information about AI. Very few are actually using it to build systems that generate income. And that gap is where the real opportunity is. None of this requires a degree, a large investment, or connections. It requires a laptop, a free ChatGPT account, and the discipline to move through each stage completely before jumping to the next one.